The Canadian Premier League is on the verge of expanding to Montreal. Now, the deal isn't finalized yet, but there have been investors meeting with the league, and progress is certainly being made. Group CEO James Johnson of Canadian Soccer Business has only been on the job since the 22nd of May, and it seems as though he is already close to scratching off an item on the to-do list of the Canadian Premier League. All along have we professed our desire as pundits, as media, as supporters of Canadian football to have a team in Quebec, one of the best football factories in this nation. How perfect a fit would Montreal be to the CPL?
Yeah, as much as there's plenty of great communities out there that I'd love to see enter the Canadian Premier League, I think somewhere in Quebec is the one we've all been waiting for and hoping for, right? And has kind of been the missing piece for this league in terms of really being a national league coast to coast that encompasses everything. So incredibly exciting to hear this news. I think it would be really interesting to see how a team like this builds and how they fare in the Canadian Premier League, given the success of so many Quebec-born players in our league in the opening few years. So that'll be something really exciting. And just from a league perspective as well, as much as I love watching this league, having another team, having some different fixtures, maybe having the same teams playing each other just that little bit less would certainly help in terms of the calendar and the dynamics of this league. So brilliant news to hear, and hopefully things go smoothly from this point onwards to have another team entering.
Agreed. This has been the missing link in the Canadian Premier League, if we're going to be honest. The prominent team in the province of Quebec, a football factory of a province as well, and a place for young players to play and look up to in that region beyond the MLS side. I think there's absolutely room. The new ownership group sounds very exciting. It sounds like James Johnson's arrival has expedited this process. We heard rumblings that this could happen in 2027. Rumor has it, the reports say in 2026. That is great news. I just wonder if there are maybe one or two other potential markets who are on the cusp of joining the Canadian Premier League party as well. So this is really positive news. The question is oftentimes asked, how does soccer in Canada fully take advantage of having a World Cup played within our own country? Well, this is a big way to take full advantage of that, because in only two markets, there's only going to be so many people that can go to games and have that intimate exposure to it. But expanding and growing the game across this country, more opportunity for Canadian players, Canadian coaches, Canadian executives, people that work within the game in this country. That's how that legacy stuff really starts to get built. And the province of Quebec was a must. Sounds like this team may be located in the Montreal area, potentially Laval. That makes a lot of sense as well. It's been rumored to be the case for quite some time. So bring it on. Welcome to the Canadian Premier League fold, and onwards we go. This is really exciting news, and it's something a lot of soccer fans across this country have been waiting for quite some time.
Well, just like you at home, we are excited to learn more about this deal, when it could be finalized and the details, and then we can start demanding crests and colors and coaches and all that. The hoopla of expansion seems to be just around the corner.